If you thought Hedera was just another cryptocurrency quietly sipping tea in the background while Bitcoin and Ethereum hog the spotlight, think again. HBAR has been moving in subtle, yet telling ways, and anyone who ignores its price movements might miss the plot twist of the year. Unlike meme coins that spike because someone tweeted a cat gif, BAR's price tells a story of measured ambition, adoption whispers, and corporate endorsements gently nudging it upward. Historically, HBAR has experienced phases of excitement followed by calm. Early adopters remember the initial thrill when the coin first hit the exchanges. It was like watching a rocket preparing for liftoff. Prices surged as investor curiosity and anticipation about Hedera's enterprise potential drove demand. Then, like a careful pilot testing autopilot, the market would stabilize, giving HBAR holders a breather and a chance to smile at their slightly fatter wallets. Fast forward to today, and the narrative continues. BAR's price reflects more than mere speculation. It reacts to the network's growing adoption, partnerships, and enterprise integrations. When tech giants like Google and IBM endorse or explore Hedera-based solutions, investors tend to see that as a vote of confidence, gently lifting the coin's value. The price, in essence, becomes a thermometer of faith in Hedera's promise, enterprise-grade performance, high-speed transactions, and energy efficiency that could appeal to regulators and institutions alike. But Hedera isn't immune to the whims of broader crypto sentiment. When Bitcoin sneezes, the market often catches a cold, and HBAR is no exception. Sudden dips and rallies are less about Hedera itself and more about the mood swings of the crypto ecosystem. Traders glance at the charts, sip their coffees, and make split-second decisions that send prices bouncing like a basketball in a gym. Looking ahead a few months, BAR's trajectory could be influenced by several factors. Regulatory clarity, for instance, has a subtle yet significant effect. Positive news about compliance, security, and institutional adoption can spark buying interest, nudging HBAR upward. Conversely, market-wide downturns or negative headlines about crypto governance can cool enthusiasm. For traders eyeing short-term moves, BAR's price may oscillate with moderate volatility. The coin's history suggests that while dramatic swings like meme coins are rare, opportunistic traders can still find moments to capitalize on momentum. In other words, Hedera's price might not shoot to the moon overnight, but it dances in ways that reward patience and strategy. Midterm forecast. A year or two out, BAR's price story is likely to intertwine even more with real-world adoption. The more businesses implement Hedera solutions, from micropayments to supply chain tracking, the stronger the fundamentals supporting BAR's market value. The narrative shifts from speculation to utility-driven growth. Investors increasingly buy HBAR not merely as a gamble but as a stake in a growing enterprise ecosystem. Imagine a world where small businesses can settle payments instantaneously. Gaming platforms reward players with near-zero-cost tokenized assets, and global supply chains verify transactions in seconds instead of hours. Each of these applications nudges HBAR upward subtly but meaningfully, creating a foundation for sustained growth rather than fleeting hype. Long-term prospects. Looking 5 years or more into the future, Hedera's price potential hinges on broader adoption and technological evolution. If Hashgraph becomes a widely recognized standard for fast, secure distributed ledgers, HBAR could see steady appreciation, appealing to both institutional investors and long-term holders. Strategic partnerships and continued innovation could amplify this trajectory. Hedera Hashgraph doesn't behave like your average cryptocurrency. If Bitcoin is a volatile celebrity always in the tabloids, and Ethereum is the ambitious inventor constantly upgrading, HBAR is more like the silent polymath quietly amassing accolades in the background. Its price movements are often subtle, but those who understand the rhythm of Hedera can read the market's pulse like an open book. When Hedera first launched, BAR's value was modest, almost shy. Early investors, a mix of crypto enthusiasts and institutional backers, saw potential in the Hashgraph technology, a system that promised faster transactions, energy efficiency, and enterprise-ready infrastructure. The initial price surges weren't just about hype. They were an early market endorsement of a technology that promised to challenge the very foundations of distributed ledgers. What makes HBAR unique in price behavior is how corporate adoption and network developments influence its value. Unlike meme coins whose prices swing wildly due to viral trends or social media chatter, BAR's value tends to respond to tangible events. When IBM integrates a supply chain solution on Hedera, or when Google explores Hedera's SDKs for enterprise projects, investors take notice. These are real-world catalysts that can gently nudge HBAR upward, creating a kind of measured optimism that contrasts with the roller coaster drama of other cryptocurrencies. Historical patterns and lessons. Looking at BAR's historical charts, certain patterns emerge. There are phases of anticipation where news, partnerships, or technological milestones spark buying activity, followed by periods of consolidation. These are the moments when the market catches its breath, prices stabilize, and long-term holders smile while short-term traders pace nervously. Unlike cryptocurrencies that can surge or collapse based solely on social media sentiment, BAR's price is more anchored in utility and adoption trends. Enterprises that integrate Hedera solutions, along with a growing developer ecosystem, can steadily increase token utility. At the same time, market psychology, the way investors perceive Hedera relative to rivals like Solana, Ethereum, or Caspa, can amplify price movements. Imagine a scenario where multiple gaming platforms adopt Hedera for microtransactions, or where multinational supply chains rely on its speed and low transaction costs. Each successful adoption is a subtle upward pressure on BAR's price. Unlike speculative assets, this growth is gradual and grounded in tangible utility, which appeals to investors seeking more than just short-term gains. Long-term vision, Hedera in a decade. If Hedera fulfills its vision of becoming a widely adopted, enterprise-grade distributed ledger, HBAR could see steady, meaningful appreciation over the next 5 to 10 years. Its energy efficiency and fast transaction speeds position it as a potential solution for industries and governments seeking sustainable blockchain alternatives. The long-term price trajectory will likely hinge on continued adoption, network upgrades, and Hedera's ability to maintain trust among its enterprise partners. While it may not make overnight millionaires in the style of meme coins, HBAR offers a narrative of resilience and long-term growth, the kind of story that investors who prefer substance over hype can appreciate. Market comparisons and the price angle. Comparing HBAR to other cryptocurrencies provides additional insight. Caspa, for instance, offers rapid transaction speeds and a decentralized approach that appeals to community-driven growth. Meme coins, on the other hand, thrive on viral hype and social sentiment. Hedera sits somewhere in between. It isn't designed to ride memes or social media frenzy, but it is positioned to benefit from measured, utility-driven market appreciation. This positioning affects price expectations.